Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yeah.
The world is wide. Let's make it closer. With smart planning and a touch of magic, Ash knows travel. Welcome to the future of travel.
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Ash and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. Now, tonight you're going to notice something a little different. My camera is off and I'm going to tell you why. While I had the most amazing weekend in Cali and with all of you wonderful people, I unfortunately now have the flu. So I look as good as I feel. So I'm still doing the training tonight. I don't want to cancel on you guys, and I'm hoping that this won't kill my voice forever, but I do not look apart. Okay. So forgive me for having my camera off tonight, but you know what? I realized this is something you need to watch the screen for anyways. It's not something that you need to see my face for. So I think you will be okay for this one training. But before we start, okay. So tonight's training is all about getting leads locally using Agent Profiler, which is located inside of Agent Universe, which is one of our vendors. I'm going to show you how to use this tool to increase your local visibility, connect with potential clients in your area, and start attracting inquiries closer to home. Now, if you are live here, you already know the drill. Go ahead and comment hello in the chat so that I know that you're with me. And if you happen to be watching this on a replay, go ahead and comment replay so that I know that you stopped by. And of course, before we get started, I do want to just remind you guys of my training that's happening on Tuesday. If you've been paying attention to my YouTube channel and to my TikTok channel, you would notice that I'm doing quite well on those, yes? So on Tuesday at 5 p.m. PST of next week, I will be showing you guys my top content creation secrets. So make sure you guys join me live then as well. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in, shall we? And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button and tap that bell so you always get notifications when I go live. So we're going to talk about Agent Universe tonight. And before I get started in all of these slides and talk about what to do to get leads, I want you guys to understand first that you have to get registered with Agent Universe. Now, Agent Universe is found inside of our travel cafe. It is here, okay? This is typically for United States. One time, a long time ago, I heard that you could do this in Mexico and Australia, but I've never been able to confirm that. And my agent, who is in Australia and in Mexico, haven't been able to get on. But if that does change later on, feel free to try so. But I will tell you that the training tonight is pertaining strictly just for United States agents. That's what I know works. So that is what I'm going to teach on, okay? So if you are in the United States, you would go under suppliers. Then you would go right here, Agent Universe, to get signed up. Now, when you're signing up with them, they do have a self-register. All you really need is our information, and then you're good to go. And it takes about 4 days after you get registered to get approval, okay? But once you get approval, it'll look like this here. And I'm going to close out all these extra tabs. There we go. So this is called Agent Universe. It is actually an affiliate of Travel Leaders Network. So Travel Leaders Network is going to play a big part into Agent Universe. Travel Leaders Network is our consortia, and they're honestly how we get a lot of good deals. If you ever see a deal that says TLN, that's Travel Leaders Network. That's a deal that they're giving exclusively to us at Archer for us to use on our clients. That's why we love them, okay? But they also do something else really cool. So they have a Travel Leaders Network, which essentially is like a program where somebody can just go, I need a travel agent in Houston, Texas. And if your profile is up to date, like everything I'm going to show you tonight, you would populate in that area. So that is essentially what I'm going to show you. Now, Agent Universe has a lot of stuff in there that you can play around with. One of my favorite things that it has is the cruise complete, that you can go and actually just search all the cruise lines that we have access to and price compare. Love that. They also have a lot of good trainings. Anything that I show you tonight, if you're not 100% clear about, you can go to their Travel Leaders Network training library and literally just search. Watch, I'll do it real quick. Like you can just search agent profiler and it will automatically populate right here. And that's how I kind of got the information for a lot of tonight, because I have had my profiler for like 3 years now. I made sure that I went in there and got everything up to date and set to go. So I had to kind of refresh my memory on how to exactly get not certified, but super agent status on Travel Leaders Network. So anything that I go over tonight, if you go inside Agent Universe and go in their training library, you can watch it all here too. Okay. They even have advanced. So like you can go in detail, everything that you need. You can turbocharge your lead visibility, all of that. Okay. So the reason I want you to understand that is because what I'm going to show you tonight is what you need to get requirements to get the visibility, to get leads. But for more in-depth training, you can always reply back and go back to Travel Leaders Network where you can watch it step by step. Okay. So here is this. Yes. All right. Now let's go back over here to my slides. All right. So the reason I'm telling you all of this is because tonight we're going to be inside Agent Universe. Yes. But inside Agent Universe, we're going to actually be here where it says Agent Profiler. That is where we're going to be inside of Agent Universe. Now, Agent Profiler is essentially a profile that is made for us to be able to kind of set ourselves up in our city to get leads. Okay. And that's essentially what I'm going to be going over tonight. So get leads, local leads with Agent Profiler, a consumer facing search tool to connect you with new clients. It's literally going to make you an entire profile that shows up in their database. Clients use it to find local travel experts right in their neighborhood. These are high intent leads, not passive social media traffic. So if that means that they're coming to you and they need a trip booked, it's because they actually have good intentions of booking that trip and they just need help. Okay. This is basically like a gateway tool to using the inside of Agent Universe. And one of my favorite things about them is what we're going to cover tonight is how to get to super agent status, which is how you get visibility to get leads. But inside of there, they also have tiers. So you can get to gold and then they have another level above it. But when you get more leads, the better the leads are, the more you're closing them, the better the tier is and the more exposure you get. And it also helps with like reviews and stuff like that too. But it has the tool built inside of it basically that can always grow with you. And the more you use it, the more benefits you get out of it. Okay. Now, Agent Universe, like I said, it hosts Agent Profiler. Your public profile is managed entirely inside of the Agent Universe portal. This is a powerful exclusive tool that is provided to us through Travel Leaders Network, which is partnered with Agent Universe. Profile completion is the single most important factor for your visibility, and that's what I'm going to cover tonight. Incomplete profiles are systematically ranked lower in consumer research results, so you will not appear if your profile is not complete. There's too many complete profiles out there that will outrank you, okay? So Agent Universe, that's how we get to it. Go to the profiler, and then we fill out our whole entire profile to get new clients. Yes? Okay. Now, visibility requires super agent status, and that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. So achieving super agent status is the goal. The status significantly boosts your searching and ranking visibility. After that, like once you hit super agent status, it's going to start ranking you by amount of leads that you have. So you're going to first get the super agent, you're going to be great. And then the more leads you get, and you have to get good leads, of course, the higher you go based on other people. Okay. The super agent badge displays on your profile, building immediate trust with your clients because it's going to show that you're a super agent, inside the Travel Leaders Network database. And then, like I said, your profile cannot be fully published and searchable without it. They will not find you until you have reached super agent status. That is what grants you visibility. And I'm going to tell you the exact steps that you need to do to make sure that this happens on your profile. Okay. So this is the problem where a lot of people will get. Okay. And some of you probably are already there. Comment for me if you're already there. How many of you guys have already started your profile? I gotta get something to drink. It's gonna be hard for me to complete this. Okay. All right. So if you have this problem tonight where your profile is sitting at a certain percentage, I'm also going to help you with that. I'm going to give you the exact steps that you need to complete it. And then after that, a lot of people will get stuck at 80% and they're just like thinking it's not happening. They're just waiting for it to get approval. And a lot of them stop. So I'm going to show you guys how to complete that tonight so you don't have this problem. Okay. So the setup process requires thoughtful effort and time. This is not something that you can do overnight. This profile that I'm showing you guys how to build tonight, it took me roughly about almost 2 months to complete because I kind of took my time with it, but I do get a lot of leads from it and it actually helps sustain a lot of credibility. So I highly recommend it. Many agents get discouraged when the progress feels slow because this takes something like a lot of time into building it. But I'm going to tell you, we've got ChatGPT that can build 90% of it for you. And then just take one part of it each day till it gets done. Okay. The most common failure point is stopping when the profile feels almost done, because a lot of you guys don't know that you have to email someone to get your profile to 100%. I'm going to show you that tonight. But true completion requires two things: making sure we've met the minimum requirements and then getting that approval at Archer. Okay, so let's avoid this 80% problem, shall we? Now, what I'm going to be showing you tonight is the super agent status requirements so you can get visibility, so you can get leads. Now, feel free to screenshot this, but it's at the top of your profile too. Once you log into it, you will be able to see what you need to complete left in order to get super agent status. So I'm going to go through these individually, but let's talk about the main ones first, okay? You have to have 15 customer reviews. You have to have 4 total bios. I know that sounds weird now, but I'll show it to you. 1 photo album, 1 travel story, which is an experiential post, and 1 destination map. Okay. All 5 of these components must be completed and then approved before publication. Okay. So keeping this in mind, let's go to each one, shall we? So if we were in Agent Universe, I would click on Agent Profiler, and Agent Profiler would lead into this. So this is my Agent Profiler. I will tell you that my agent profiler, I've had it for a long time now. And it's going to show you right here that it's published and it's 100% complete, right? Now, I will tell you on there that it's not only 100% complete, but I do have super agent status, and that is why it's 100% complete. If yours is not complete, it'll say right here, you need additional, blah, blah, blah. It'll say a percentage, but it won't say published. It'll say unpublished, and it'll have you left of what you need, okay? So we're just going to go step by step, one by one, so I can show you exactly what you need. Now, I'm going to tell you something about this, that when I'm doing this, I have 3 Agent Universe profilers pulled up right now, because when I click on something, it's very, very slow. And you'll notice that inside of this. I don't know if it's just because it has too many updates or what. It's kind of like Vax, okay? So I'm going to open 3 profiles. That way, when I'm doing it, we don't have to wait. Sound good? Yeah? All right, so I like how it just has my address just displayed right there. Sorry. So with this, we have here where it shows super agent status. I don't know why the other one wasn't, but this is what it's supposed to look like. So super agent status active. There's the 2 leads that I've gotten. I get more leads than this, but this is when they actually fill out the profile. A lot of them just go to my website. So either way, you can still get leads from it. Has your information. Here you can view and manage your leads once you're published. And then it has all the other stuff that we have to take care of tonight. Okay. So with the first one, it says 4 total bios right here, right? So let's do this one first. Customer reviews is kind of self-explanatory. This is the first step that you have to do in order to get it set up. So we go in here. The first bio that we have to do is right here, and it says edit bio. So you will open it. Now it's going to take its sweet time of opening. Oh, it's fast. Wow. Okay. Now, you're going to want to fill all of this out, but this is the first part that you want to stop out. How they can connect with you, the custom agent URL, very important. You can even get a QR code if you want to, okay? Your picture you're going to put in there, your business hours, and then your links. Now, I'm going to tell you something about the links that you're going to want to know about. First of all, you see how mine is like my blog? That's my website. You see the other one where it says Google Plus? That's also my website. They don't give you a spot for your website. So if you want to put your like Evo website or whatever website you have in there, you can just put them in one of these boxes, okay? Now, for here, this is the first part that talks about the bio. This is the first bio, okay? Chat GPT it, get you some rough stuff, that you could put in there. Get you a travel agent sent. They do your website title. This is supposed to say Ash Knows Travel. I'll fix that later. And then you can come down here and do all of these too. So your specialties, your destination, and your top suppliers. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? I'm going to tell you something. The more you put in this, the better it looks. And I'm going to show you what mine looks like when we're done. But just put all that in there, okay? Whatever you want to cover, however you want to do it, that's fine. Like, just fill it out, put in there some cities and stuff. It doesn't have to be very like direct. Like at first I was putting like each individual like Caribbean country. Then I was like, let me just put Caribbean, and it worked fine, right? Like then I just did Mexico, then I did USA, like stuff like that works, okay? Now, on top of that, you can put your supplier certifications in there, additional languages you speak, and any kind of recognitions and awards. We are affiliated with ASTA, so you can check that. And then I do have this set up too because I book weddings, okay? But the only bio you have to complete is this one on that page, and then you are done with that. You can also upload your image if you want and add a caption, okay? So that is the first part. So I will go back. Once you complete that first bio that's right here, it's going to now tell you that you have 3 additional bios to complete. That is just the first bio that you have to complete, okay? So now we got to go get the other 3. But the other 3 are a little bit different when it comes to the page. If I scroll down, you're going to see where it says additional bios. We have to put them right here, okay? This part right here is going to give the ability for you to talk about your specific niches that you have. So I have all-inclusive expert, I have destination weddings, and then just expert travel. In there, I just chat GPT'd some stuff. I can promise you I did. Yep, there it is. Go to planner, That's perfect. All-inclusive expert. You can pick which one. You can create a new one, just like this. Put some titles. You can add the same thing back in there. You don't have to put any of that unless you want. And then I just put a random, like, unsplash image inside of it, okay? But it has to have, like, an additional bio. It's like the first bio, you're just making another one. So I use that one to do my specialties, okay? You have to do 3 of these, just like this. You have to make 3 of them, right? Now, after you make 3 of them, it's not too bad. Shouldn't take you more than like roughly an hour to do that. I would just pick one day just to do bios, okay? After you do 3 of them, though, then it's going to tell you that part is complete. That is all you have to do for the bios, okay? Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is going to be the photo album. And I'm just going to switch over because it's going to take forever to load. So I'm going to pull up the other page now. So for the photo album is the next one we're going to talk about, is right here. Now, a lot of people struggle with this because they're like, I don't know what to put in there. Okay. I made this when I first started. Could I update it? Probably. But I made this when I first started. And while it's loading, all it is the photos of me. That's all it is. Photos of me traveling. I don't know. And I called it my travel bestie. And I was saying like I'm their travel bestie. So photos of you work perfectly. There I am. Yeah. Just photos of me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Family vacation, theme parks. I need to update this because I've kind of switched my stuff, but it's okay. I don't really care. I still get leads from here, so that's fine with me. Yep. So all you got to do is that. You need to like at least a few pictures of yourself, or you can do pictures of your clients if you want. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. I did travel bestie. I put it under my expert bio, which is my main bio. And then I just kind of talked about it. Yeah, what's here, what's supplier if I want, however you want to do it. Okay. And you can have up to 20 images at a time, but you don't really need that many. All right. So that is the first thing right there. That's the other one. So once you get your photos uploaded, now we've got the photos done and the bio done. It's pretty easy, right? And then the next part is the travel story. So we'll go to that one here. Let me pull up this tab. So travel story here is going to be down at the bottom. And this is it. It's called experiential. I probably butchered that post, but it's actually your travel story. So I just did like one time when I went to Disney with my family. I could probably update that now, like when I went to Universal last weekend, right? Like you just go in there and put a couple of stories. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The more you fill this out and the more time you put in it, the better the leads are. I basically filled it out just to get it done with because I just wanted to, like I just wanted to get the leads set up. So I'm probably going to go back in after we do this and like make it look prettier, but you guys get the general idea, right? Come on, there we go. All right, so your experiential post or your travel story has to have an entire like title, has to have a story to it. Like I put it all there. Okay, so Disney Tales with the fam. ChatGPT made this up for me. Perfect. Okay, I put some destinations in there just so I could pull it back to where I actually want to book. Theme park, Disney, family, no suppliers, travel with Ash. It's under me. You can put it under any of the other bios, but it attaches to a bio every time. And then this is actually a photo that I got from Disney's copyright itself. Okay, so that is it right there. Not bad, right? Okay, so we already did almost all of it. So 4 bios, 1 photo album, 1 travel story, and then 1 destination map. So let's go back. Let's see. I'm going to just pull up. Let me hit home on one of these. Here we go. All right, so if we go back, the next thing it said we needed was a photo. What was it? A destination map. Oops. Okay, so we did the photo album, we did the story, we did the 4 bios. Now we need a destination map, which is going to be right here, my map. And you just have to go in and select 6 destinations. No, I'm just kidding. You just have to put a couple. I just picked the most common ones that I booked. But this is the problem I had with like where it kept putting it to where I was just going very specific, like on the part of the country. And I was like, okay, this is goofy. Like I need to be way more open about that. So I had to go in and add some few more destinations. And I'm telling you, the more you kind of build into it, you can build into it. While it's loading, I'll show you a couple of other things too. Do you see this one where it says right here under map, it says itineraries? I put a 5-day all-inclusive Caribbean getaway escape, and that is basically like a mock booking without a price. That's all it is. I just put a bunch of mock bookings right here for itineraries. This is just showing them things that you already know how to book. And then that's what that bio is. Customer testimonials. Oh, I'll go back. Okay, fine. I'll come back to that. All right, let me show you the map real quick. So this is just a map. You guys put whatever, like you don't have to be specific on this, okay? But you have to fill this stuff out or I will not let you do so. You can even add a travel photo if you want. You can do destinations. Like let's just add a destination, Savi. So I got Caribbean, Mexico, Miami. Let's see if I can do United States. Oh, nope. Give me another one. Dominican Republic. Yeah. See how it has all this stuff? You don't have to do all that. Just click the main one and then add. Okay. There it is. Now I'm just going to put, I don't know how many times I've booked it. Like that. And then save. Yep, I already did that. Oh, because I didn't do it here. Okay, fine. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. All right. It doesn't even really show that on your profile. It does, but it's not very specific. I'll show it to you in a minute. Okay. So that's it right there. Now, here's the thing about this. Let me show you something. Okay. So when I submit that, you see how it says under here where it says like destinations, pending, special interest, pending, supplier. None of these are technically required, but the same thing's going to happen when I put it on here. It's going to show it's like pending. And then sometimes they require approval, sometimes they don't. But if you have something that like you complete up here, but it doesn't show it's complete, it's because it's pending. And then you have to wait for Archer's approval. Okay. They approve all of this stuff. So after you get done though, after you do the map, I'll show you what the map looks like when we get to the main page. After you do the map, the last thing that you have to do to get super agent status is the reviews. Now, the reviews I've been working on for quite a bit of time. Okay. So I have a lot of them. But I like the part about the reviews is that they can technically go on your page and leave you a review, or you can send the form to people so they can do the review for you. Okay, you have to get 15 reviews in order to get super agent status. So reach out to who you know, whoever it is, okay, and put it on there and get 15 reviews just so you can first start getting super agent status and then build it as you grow. But you can easily just take this link right here or copy this whole thing and send it to whoever you need to. Okay, your agent, your travel, your agents, your clients, etc., and get a review so you can get the travel agent status. Okay, when you submit these, they will basically get approval from Archer, so it takes time. So when you submit them, it'll look like, let's see, I have to go back home. so I can show it to you. There we go. So when you get these, it'll show at the bottom right here where it says pending approval. And then after a couple of business days, normally it'll say approval. Okay. So once you have the bio here, the bios here, then you have to have the map, and then you have to have an experiential post, which is the travel story, and then you need reviews. Okay, that is all you need to get to get visualization for you to get leads. Okay, but don't stop there. Once you get that done, I need you to go back and just make it a little bit fancier so that people will actually look at your profile. Okay, you can make it fancier by doing a customer testimonial. I'll open that one first. This is a review that I had, and I took that review and just turned it into a testimonial. You can do them as reviews or testimonial, but I'll tell you, it doesn't count towards your reviews if you do it as a testimonial. You have to do it as both, okay? But this is just one of my testimonials that I did, so I can let them know that, this is something that I book. You can do one of these. Go back. Let's see, while it's loading. Another thing that you can do here is the itineraries. I'll explain that one already, but I can show it to you guys. And while it's loading, you can also do a video too. So if you have like a commercial, you can put it in there as well. Okay. But let's look at the itinerary so you guys can get an idea of how I did that. And then once we're done with that, I'll go in and show you exactly what the profile looks like. But honestly, my best suggestion to you guys is just to kind of sit down and play around with it. The better you play around with it, the more you kind of edit it and make it like, speaking of how you want it to see. And now I'm going to tell you something too about this. This is one of my favorite things is that it actually can turn into like a lead form for you. So if you don't want to do a job form, etc., you can use this too. Okay. Because it's going to give you your own link. So we'll look at that in a second. But here's what it looks like when you do your own itinerary. So I just put it like 5-day all-inclusive escape. This is for St. Lucia. And then I put a picture. It seems very basic, right? But it has an entire little itinerary. I added day by day. And then final thoughts. Yeah, one of the best vacations I ever planned. So this is just a sample of what I can do. So it lets them see it. It's under my travel dash bio. And then that is, like I said, that one's going to be under the part where it says itineraries. Okay. So lastly, a couple other things I want to show you that you can do is you can do your interest, your destinations, and your supplier partners. In here, they all kind of look the same. It's not too bad for it to look, to kind of figure out. Just kind of have to come in here and pick which ones you want. You can have to put a sentence with it. I planned it. I personally plan. I love planning. I'm certified. Okay. If you're certified, put that in there. I've been to Disney. I've specialized in touring. I'm great at finding. Like anything that you click, you have to put some sign a sentence in there. Okay. So whatever your niches are, you want to put that in the special interest. They do have to get approved. Oh, snap. I knew that was going to happen. Okay. So you put whatever your niches are when it comes to this one right here. Every time you put one in there, you do have to put a sentence along with it. So I have certifications, I'm certified, I've planned, I personally plan, I love planning, something like this. And it will all look better once you fill it out, okay? At first it looks like, what? This looks crazy. Just fill it out. You'll see what I'm talking about, okay? So it looks like this for all of them, whether you're going to the part that talks about the special interest or the part that talks about destinations, it's all the same. Every time you put something in there, you have to put a line with it, okay? Even the supplier partners, they make you do that too. So once you have this all filled out, it's going to get to a part where it's going to say 80%, okay? Once it gets to 80% and it tells you have nothing left to do at the top part right here, that just basically means that like you are good to go. Like you have filled out everything that you need to do. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is give you the second part of this is what you need. But before I do that, I want to continue a little bit more so you guys can understand it. Okay. So after you complete these 5 components, the next step after that is getting approval. All right. So once you get all of those done, all of these parts right here, all 5 components, that is the last step for completing the profile. But in order for it to get published, it has to have approval. So if it's pending, you have to wait for the pendings to approve. And then there's a second part of it where this is me just showing it to you. But this is the last part, okay? After it gets to 80%, it's going to show you that it's just unpublished and it's just sitting there. You have to go in there and you have to email markb@archertravel.com to get your profile published. If you do not do this, your profile will not go live. Not until you email that man. And if he tells you something's missing, he'll let you know, okay? But everything should be complete. And then you email Mark. Mark approves it. Takes about a few hours. If it's overnight or something, give him a few business days, but he's pretty fast about it. And then he will get your profile published, okay? You will know it's published when it looks like this right here. And it says super agent status active, published, complete, okay? Now, that is the most important part that we need to know about. Okay, but I'm going to show you what it actually looks like when you're done. So to look at your own profile, you just have to click edit bio. I don't know, there's probably a better way to get into it, but I always just go this way. Either way. You can also kind of look at your tabs too, by the way. View your leads, etc. Come on. Takes forever to load. There we go. So once you're on your own profile, you can actually just click right here, see your national profile. And it'll show you what it looks like. So this is me. Yes. Houston travel agent, 98%, 62 reviews. The go-to planner for all inclusives and cruises. So this is my main bio. This is how they reach me. Yeah. And then my travel specialties. So this is going to be the other bios that we have right here. Expert travel, all inclusive. I showed you guys that one. Destination wedding. Those are the additional bios. Okay. Then it has the reviews, certificates, my places, travel stories, itineraries, etc. So it all kind of breaks down. It makes a whole profile for you. So destinations, expertise, suppliers. Okay. Then we have reviews. It's going to keep going. Certifications. Now, if you're certified with I got my NCL University, cool. I have Oceana, like all of the ones that you have, you just kind of come in there and put them in. And I have way more, but that's a lot of work. So I go as I can. Okay. But you come in there and fill that out. Then remember when you were making the map, this is what the map looks like. Has it in here, and it can tell you all the different places that you booked. Pretty cool, huh? There's the photos, there's the video, and then there's my travel story and my itinerary. And then client testimonials. Yeah? How does this work? Why use a travel agent? So all they have to do really is just click email me or call me. If they want to fill out something, they normally will just, like, if it does email me, then they just put what they want. And then that's how they get those leads. That's what the lead is right there. Okay. But a lot of them tend to just click on one of these pages and they go to my website. So that's what normally works. So that is Agent Profiler. Okay. And this will work if somebody searches my name or not even my name, they're looking for a travel agent in Houston. This is how they find me in Houston. Okay. So most importantly, okay, last thing I want to let you guys know. This is something that is meant for a long-term visibility, like as an asset, not a short-term task, okay? This is a lot to fill out. I know I went through it pretty quickly, but it's kind of easy to explain. But you want to make sure you take your time and fill it out. And it's something that you kind of fix over and over and over. It's not something that's ever done. But what I'm hoping is that it works for you after you complete it. And basically, once you get it set up, you'll have visibility where you are located. Okay. Now, it doesn't work until you set it up, and don't stop at 80%. A lot of people stop at 80% because they don't know that they have to email to get it published. Okay. If you are not with Archer and you happen to catch this, find out whoever that is that you need to email, because you still have to get it approved, whatever agency you're with, doesn't matter. For us, of course, it's our Archer, but no matter where you're at, you have to get that approved. Okay. So what I say at the bottom is that completing the process is your competitive advantage. A lot of people don't know about this. So if you're watching this, you got some insider sauce. Now go out there, complete your profile, right? So you guys can get local leads in your area using Agent Universe. All right. Now, that is all I have really for you guys tonight. Like I was saying, make sure you guys hop on Tuesday so you guys can of course, get my top content creation secrets. Join me live then so you guys can get them, okay? But other than that, I do want to thank you guys so much for hopping on. I hope this all helped you guys. I'm excited to see all of your different, posts, etc. I want to show you something real quick that I do with this. because we get our own website with it, okay? On my link tree, I like to put it inside of there, and I'll show it to you. Give me it. There we go. Okay. I had to pull up the whole profile. There it is. So how I have mine set up is right here. And this is just the website. It automatically comes like this because of the website. But then once you open it, it opens up straight into my profile. And that's the first thing that they say. And I like to do it that way because I list it as your Houston travel agent. So I just put it right at the top. And I like the way it looks, so I leave it up there. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys tonight. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I know this is something that's a lot, but you guys need to learn how to do this because it can get you a lot of leads. A lot of people get leads from Travel Leaders Network all the time. So don't miss out on this opportunity because you didn't prioritize it. Yes? All right. So I will see you guys, like I said, on Tuesday to share my top content creation secrets. Other than that, I hope you all have a beautiful weekend. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I will see you in the chat.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be